Hello, fellow hat enjoyers. Welcome back to Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox, in my sweet ninja garb. Cleric Clarkson here just got to level 91 in leatherworking, so that's pretty good. Good job, Cleric Clarkson. We are in the beginnings, still in the early parts of Stormblood. We did some stuff, and Zenos showed up, and, we got some cutscenes of Zenos. Oh, sorry. Some cutscenes of Zenos, and he killed a guy, just outright. Such is the type of person that Zenos is. So we gotta go help people with prep. So let's get into it before we decide to think better of it and stop. I beg your pardon. The man who bested Gaius Van Belzar wishes to offer me his assistance. I say this is highly irregular. Though I have heard it said that you had a penchant for aiding the common man, in which case, before the occupation I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question the number of my fellow freedom fighters. Also ask them their motivations in taking up this cause and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log, and Tiberius, thank you for your service, now and ever after. So we had a quest to go around and help people around town, and then our quest is apparently to run around town, which I think is at least slightly comical. So let's go get some primary sources. I just thought that was funny. It's like, all right, what do we got to do? We got to go help people around town. Okay, what do we got to do? Run around town. I'm not mad. I'm just like slightly disappointed. This is not a good quest. Like some of the other quests, like you're helping out people and stuff, right? And I can see what they're doing here. People are going to tell me some really important stuff. They're going to say, oh yeah, I do it this for this reason and that reason. I will say this room is cool though. Look at that. I don't know what dungeon that's supposed to be. What dungeon that's that going to be? This is the Temple of the Fist, level 70. Okay. Why'd I join the Resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend of the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snapped up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his troubles. I found my way here, and that was that. Like, it's gonna give us a little bit of backstory, right? Like, alright, well, why are we here? Why are you guys gonna fight? Like, tell me. And this guy's like, yeah, a friend of mine stole some fruit and they killed him. That's pretty rough. And I'm not denying that. That's, it's a little overzealous, if I may. But, my little trot with my little jog is funny. Just the way I look, I'm like, doo. But no, anyway, this isn't a good quest. I'm not impressed by this. I don't know. I just like the idea of like, oh yeah, go around and talk to people, and then you go around and talk to people, and then, is the moon out? No, it's just a bright sky. Okay. Oh, it's a lightning storm over there. Okay. We're having lightning right now. That's cool. I can get behind that. But then it's like, I don't know. Some of the other quests we've had so far, and them explaining like why they're doing what they're doing, were more organic than this. Just go around and talk to people and figure out why they're fighting is not super good. I don't know. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, and there was always a need for cooks, or at least people who can cook with whatever foraging parties turn up. Well, it's red now. I'm assuming she's like a person I'll have to talk to later. Alright. Who will we talk to next? Question the people Raglers reached 2 out of 4. Some things never change, man. Deafening glare. I am not deafened, I'm sorry. I'm neither deafened nor impressed. The Barber. Is that Kryl? What Kryl and Stoller up to? I haven't talked to them in like forever. What are you guys doing? Been to the peaks and back, have you? Good to see you're in good health. Stoller. I'm told that you have been busy. As we have, lest you wonder, none here shall perish for want of proper treatment. And they're still helping out in the health department. I was trying to see what that thing is. Like, she got like medals on her chest or something. Why? Why, indeed, to save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for ones I couldn't. My father and my brothers were both worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep doing nothing. I just think they could have done this better. This would be more interesting than just running around talking to people. This is padding. I don't like padding. Padding makes me sad. If it's not well-written padding. You can do padding if it's well-written, but if you can't do well-written, then that. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined Resistance, but it's simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and when you're with them, you might as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship if you live long enough. You'll die stealing someone else's land, like it is not. But that's not the choice, isn't it? But me, I'd rather die here. Alright, let's go see. Let's say, isn't dude over here? We can swim over there. Swim faster. Sprint swim. Sprint swim right now. I realize I probably could. I keep forgetting I can actually use my chocobos in town here. But that's okay. Well met, Tiberius. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? Yeah, here you go. I'll give you a copy of Wondrous Tales. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack of convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend, never. I'm not saying, like, the idea of chronicling what's going on, especially if we're trying to, like, do a freedom fighty thing. Who is this? You're only supposed to blow the blade doors off. I mean, sure. But no, it's just like, I just think that quest in general, it's an interesting concept, but I don't think it was done very well. Just run around and talk to people is not interesting, so that's okay. Quote red versus blue, they're just standing there talking. That's what they were going to do 15 minutes ago. That's what they're doing now. Standing there and talking. You want to help, do you? Well, seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Teb for the variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. I'm not as haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. Alright, we're cooking food. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having some Dawn Trail flashbacks about making tacos that I could live without. But it's okay. We're just getting some greens, some herbs. It's fine. It's not a big deal. This is preparation for an assault. It's a preparation for assault. We're not just making food to make food, we're making it food for a reason. And that makes it slightly better. Herbs, is it? 6 figures to whatever's on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. Here, take 2 and be glad of it. Why don't I just go out and get some? The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'll be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. In other words, we've padded out this padding quest. That is unfortunate. Alright, let's go. Let's go find the stuff we need. Fragrant herbs graded by this tree. Sorry, I was looking at this. I thought the Ananto was Mathid, but it's just that dude. Alright. Oh my gosh, so now I have to go all the way around this place to find the herbs. Don't make me do this. Sorry, this is tedious. Okay, so if I was looking at this in a vacuum, I could see why this whole expansion people would be frustrated by, because this is not super interesting. This particular part, it's like we were doing stuff that was interesting. Like, when we were talking and trying to recruit people, and then when we went and, like, smashed them to try and, like, get recruitment up, all of that I was into. Because I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like, let's do this, let's do that. Hang on, I'm trying to see, is there a... There is, but we're just gonna run over there with, like, a chocobo or something. Car, we'll drive over there. We'll get the wheels up in 30 or whatever. Let's get over there. Run Sky with my car. Alright. But no, it's just like, those were interesting, right? But this, where we're just, like, wandering around, like, talking to people and wandering around getting fragrant herbs and stuff. Like, they didn't... I understand you want to make it longer. You want to do a thing. But it's like, it's just not interesting. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind it, but because I'm looking at it over a lens of you know, trying to, I don't know what to say. I do a big yawn there, but I kept you guys from it, so I hope you're welcome. No, it's just like, I understand they have to pad it out and like make the expansion long, and like even from a narrative expansion or position, you have to like explain like what are we doing, like we're prepping, okay? They could have skipped all this, they didn't need to do this. But if you wanted to do that, that's fine, but you could have done this in a far more interesting way. This isn't doing much. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? Sorry, my cat decided to jump right up in the middle of everything. Love him to death, but he just decides he's going to just jump right up in front of all my stuff. And he's very frustrated that I'm not paying attention to him. Thanks, that'll do nicely. And sorry to impose upon you, sir. Though, thought you were but another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, But to answer your question, there's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause. Though that comes at a cost too. Too many villages, too many children more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake, as we must. And we must never lose sight of the dream. Alright, the last one I saw when we were back over there, it was the Ananta. Which we haven't really interacted with the Ananta yet, so... this one, I'm hoping this one will be more interesting of the three so far. Of these quests we're doing for prep. But I'm also not going to hold my breath. Oh my gosh, what is this? It's a level 78 white mage, Catman. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this eve, and yet an area one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These will be warriors. Send them unto me, should you chance to find them. Okay, we're going around looking for people again. Man, they just, so I was into it up to this point, right? Like, I was kind of digging it. We were going around, we were doing stuff, like I said, we were going out. We did the stuff that actually made sense. It's like, okay, we're doing this. It makes sense. Yeah, let's help Alamigo. Let's get everything going. Let's get the ball rolling, right? And now we're just doing trivial, like, menial tasks. I don't mind the occasional menial task, you know what I mean? But, like, triple stacking menial tasks is not good. I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. It's like a graveyard? Interesting, just a graveyard in here. I didn't remember there was a graveyard. A grave cave? I don't know. But no, this is just not interesting. It's just tedious for the sake of being tedious. But like, all right. So the thing is, having a tedious quest or two is not great, right? But I'm trying to look at this through like a glass half full thing, right? So the quest is tedious and it's not good, right? But the question is like, is it one or? Because oh man, there's a thing down there. I always think it's funny when there's like a really old one that I just like in plain sight that I just haven't gotten. Wait, do I have to? Hang on. Sorry, it's got my attention. Everything else is on hold until I can figure this out. Hang on. Do I jump from here or? Or do I have to? Hang on. I might have to like go from up top. Everything, all of the discussions, all of the things are on hold. Hang on, we'll talk to Fire Recruit real quick. Huh? Training? Gah, I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Alright. I gotta do this. Sorry, this is like all I want to do now. I'll bet you it's something stupidly simple too. So like, you seem like you should jump down from the top, but I don't think that's it. Hang on. Jump up here, jump up here. Okay, so there's two possibilities. One is to jump from over there and try and land down on it. I'm not sure about that. On the other hand, we could go from here. Am I just like floating? I am floating, kinda. Haha! Let's go. Alright. Let's go, baby. Classing log 46. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying, it's just like, I don't, if we was looking at it like a glass half full sort of thing. The one difference between this and Dawn Trail in this regard is that I felt like the quests like this were just all the time. It was like, here's a quest where you're doing something menial. Here's another quest where you're doing something menial. Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly, I know. Until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. That was a weird interaction. But no, it's just like every quest was like kind of menial like that. And I don't want this entire expansion of Dawn Trail to be looked through the lens of like, well, how bad is it compared to Dawn Trail? But like, I can see some of the failures in similarity, right? The teacher calls for me. I see. We were discussing strategies for disabling magic armor, you see. And yes, of course, there is no time, if you would excuse me. But yeah, no, I'm just not. All in all, I'm just not impressed by this mission. It's not super interesting. It's not doing a lot to flesh out like the soldiers and what they are. Like that guy's like, oh yeah, that guy was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to plan for Magitech armor or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, it's like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, why do I need to go and talk to you? Like, I don't know. If I had to pick one out of all three, I'd say the historian one's the most valid or interesting. Oh, here it is. Faint-hearted recruit. Oh, bugger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. But yeah, the history one's easily the best one. But, like, they could have honestly do what they would have what they should have done is have the history one be the only one you do. Have the cooking lady have like a bigger part, fold her quest into that, right? So that like you explore her and her whole food thing, right? And how there's thing. And then do the other one where like they should have just folded it all into the history thing or why they're fighting. Do that, and then that's just one quest that's prepping for this thing. You're doing prep while also getting history for the thing, and then you're done. And you just elaborate a little more. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor at which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say. But I say their survival is thanks enough. Fare you well. I don't know how much I'm going to do that in the future with the whole is thing if I have to, but no, if that's what I would have done. Like, do all of them about the history. You go talk to people, and when you talk to people, they're like, hey, can you just do a little thing here? Not like running around or whatever, but like, you know, like, oh yeah, maybe like do one thing instead of padding out or to talk like to everybody that's all over the place. There's another one. Okay. Damn it all. Where it could have gotten to. Oh, pardon me, fellow lover of freedom and justice. You haven't seen a ward of the Destroyer anywhere, have you? Maybe on the ground, as if a certain bloody fool had dropped it? Aye, I'd been him. It had been this morning, that much I know for certain, and I have not left the Reach since, so it's got to be around here somewhere. If I had a moment to spare, would you be willing to help me search? I spent some time near the Temple of the Fist earlier, so it might be there. As for me, I'll look near the officer's pavilion. They're hardly rare, I know. I could just as easily buy another, but even so, please help me find it. But yeah, no, like, they should have just folded all these little quests into the history guy. The history guy was the most interesting quest out of all these ones so far. Like, he wants to know why people are fighting, and then while you're there, you're like, oh, yeah. And then you just talk to people, and that guy could have just told me, yeah, I lost my stuff. I'm trying to find it. And then, like, maybe he says, oh, you know what, I bet I dropped it over by the pavilion or whatever, right? And then he just runs off, right? Or he tells you a little story about what happened and why he's here and why he's doing what he's doing, and then we go off to help him, right? Instead, we're doing all these little mini quests that are just drawing things out and taking more time, and not for, like, a good reason, you know? So, I don't know. That's my biggest complaint right now. Either way, we found his stuff, so hopefully, I think this has got to be the last one, right? Of these particular quests. But if I was looking at this in a vacuum, right? Like, if I'm new and I'm like, oh my gosh, can't wait to do these quests, I could see a quest like this being really tedious, right? At least it's right here. That's pretty cool. I swear, I've searched high and low, but it just won't turn up. 7 hells, that's the one. That's my lucky ward. You're a godsend, brother. Before I was born, my mother made a pilgrimage to the Temple of the Fist, where she, like many others, received the blessing from the monks. And the Theodora came and burned it all to the ground, and the mad bastard, and after him came the Garleans, who cared even less for our beliefs. But I still keep to the old ways, and as do many others. And when my son is born, I'll teach him the stories of the Scripture, and my mother taught me. I recommend Jesus instead, but that's up to you know, whatever. And with that, another task is complete. Ah, Tiberius, I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that he has, and we thank him for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready for battle to contribute. As discussed, Nago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castrum Velodina to General Aldine personally. Of course, sir. Are you and yours planning to return to Castrum Oriens before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? That seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrades ere we depart. Very well. I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. Just leaves without us. Oops. I expect Kryl and Yushola will wish to remain here to support the Chirurgeons, but nevertheless we should go and ask them. Defend Sid the Vicious, that's pretty good. Level 70 samurai in a purple suit, I respect it. Alright, sounds like things are finally, the ball's starting to roll again. Again, I could have done without the padding, but like we don't need to go on about it any further. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We gotta go talk to... Let's use a mount. We can say it a little bit faster. Can I fly? Fly. No, I cannot fly, but we can run around on this dragon, and that's enough. That's enough for more than most, you know what I mean? Alright. Oh wait, missed my turn. Missed my turn. Left turn out. Here, yell out. Oh, we got a cutscene. We're gonna talk. Is aught amiss? I see. That would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it's imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case in Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on the others' behalves. This is war, and every scion must decide that he or she would play. I'll fight. For Alamigo and for my father. For Ida. I'm in it to the end. This choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate and slaughter us all. Van Belzar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Oh, we're channeling Van Darnus, wow. Some 1.0 references, well. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable, and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this was a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause. For it is ultimately the self-same cause that I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Louis Soir and the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here from Infilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Stola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, Tiberius, you are, to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the man who slew Gaius Van Belzar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. Are you gonna ask me? Alright, so what are we gonna say? I'll fight the Empire poses too great a threat. We can carry on for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. Oh, that's a reference. Alright, as long as there's a battle to be fought, I'll be there. To be frank, Alfie, this isn't my fight, but I'll do what I must. It's funny, but I'm gonna go with the referential one, though. For those we can yet save. Well said indeed. Take care, Y'shtola, Kryle, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. Least, I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, and Nago will leave us without us. Might I persuade you to join us, Tiberius? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castromorians would seem to be an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I am sure I can convince Nago to wait a little longer. I don't need any reason. I'll go fight him right now. Oh, Castrum Velodine. I bet that's a dungeon. I can't remember it being a dungeon, but I bet it is. It probably has a name that doesn't sound familiar. It's probably not called Castrum Velodina or whatever. It's probably called the Castrum or something weird like that. You know how they do that. They go, oh yeah, it's this, that, and the other thing. Sorry, bumping all my stuff. I was trying to play with one hand. Didn't pan out as well as I was hoping. So you'll be accompanying us. Full glad I am to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. After all this wonderful meandering, I'm looking forward to going and scrapping. Alright. Well, as we all know, we can fly, so let's fly with this motorcycle. That's logical, right? We'll land up here. We can. No reason to do it. We can. I like that I can. I wonder if I can land on top of all these, or if it's just some of them. I can. That's nice. When they redid the ARR areas, you could tell they were like, yeah, no one's flying here, so we don't need to do that. But then later on, they were like, oh, anybody can want to land here for any reason. I do like that even though it's foggy and the weather's bad, you can still see the lights on the top of the wall. Also, they did a good job with the scale for the wall. So you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely, it's very large, and it does a good representation of that, I guess, is how I would say that. Alright, what is this? This is, oh, here we go. We're in the Castrum Oriens. Is this supposed to be a castrum? It doesn't really look like a castrum. It looks like a small town. Sorry, and then I just saw it and I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, let's go back down here and not fly into the abyss or whatever. Where are we going? Oh, there it is. I was not paying attention. I'm just looking around at everybody. I'm like, oh, there's a guy, there's a guy, there's a guy. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am coming at Commander Kem's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new recruits, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so. General, he proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castrum Velodina. Capture Velodina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push eastward toward the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kem's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan we can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Velodina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this once. If there's no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Tarpin? By all means. If that is all, let us be about it. Dude, I am all about it. That's what I am. I'm all about it. I'm all about it right now. Let's see. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak of the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Alright, let's talk to Little Man here, and Little Man with Big Sword. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond the east end, just north of Velodina. Alright. Let's go do it. Not interrupted. No, we're not interrupted. We're just gonna go. Oh, big chocobo. Let's go way up so we can see what we're doing. It's probably not that far. I'll probably have to go like 20 feet in the land. Or not. That's cool. Imagine if you didn't have flying yet at this point and it's like, oh yeah, you want to go over here? Gotta fly all the way over here? No one wants to do that. That's part of the thing I did for Dawn Trail. Is like, I want to unlock this just so I never have to walk around this again. Alright, so we gotta go this way. Yeah, I'm looking at the map and I know I'm like missing stuff. Okay, here we go. Oh! It's white light, let's go. It's time for a thing. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for the long watch. That said, it will be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready, in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us or worse. Upon reconnoitering cast from Velodina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. Alright, let's do it. Let's see some cutscenes in their entirety.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Ralga's reach.
Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Is it being attacked by some bad guys? We should get back there.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
Is this when Zenos first, like, actually, like, shows up on the field?
Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
Too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
It must be Fordola's plan. It's gotta be. Her plan with Zenos. And then I'm wondering if Zenos is gonna take the field. Because I know he does at one point, but I can't remember where you are when that happens. Oh, they are getting absolutely slaughtered.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
They didn't have to give her that little flourish when they actually beat somebody. Oh, I don't know about Mephrid, I wouldn't. She's better than you, dude. Just gonna say it. She's better, I wouldn't do it.
Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
Oh, Mephrid, no. Like, not like this. I genuinely felt something. Man, I don't think I felt that bad when Papalimo died. Like, I don't know, we ran around with him and we talked with him, and I don't know, something about his death actually, like, hit me just a little bit in the feels there. Alright, we got some sweet hand-to-hand combat. Oh, she got some good hits in, huh? Uh-oh, he is on the field. Oh no. Zenos is on the field.
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Oh, he wants to scrap. He knows that she's good, and so he
Have a
wants to
care, my
scrap.
lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
I always like this little golf caddy sword thing. I don't know why, it's just cool.
7 hells. It's him. It's Zenos.
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man!
Oh man.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, the presence,
So
man.
spirited, and yet so empty.
Oh man, the shade. Also, how tall is he, dude? Like 7 or 8 feet tall? Good grief. I know that she's not like super tall, but dude. Oh, you stole a berry. Stola always known when to show up with a berry.
A magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
Oh man. The absolute Chad. Oh, you're still having a bad day. Man, everyone having a bad day right now. And to think, she just got that garb made for her not that long ago.
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Oh man. Did she knock him out or kill him? Somebody get me in there already. Good grief, run faster. Get on your chocobo. They're refugeeing out of their little hidey hole.
Kryl!
Wasn't that place hidden? Like with magic or whatever?
Alphino!
I thought that was the whole point, was that it was hidden with magic. How'd they even find it in the first place?
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
I always liked Arenvold. He's a cool dude.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
Respect.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Let me at him. I can do it. I can take him. Put me in, coach. Come on. Zenos pretty strong, but he isn't like Warrior of Light strong. Although, I'll be honest, I love to talk a big game, but I think the plot mandates that I lose this fight to like set him up as like the big time villain that he is. Because if I just like stomped him immediately, it wouldn't be very dangerous, right? God's help us, they're killing everyone! Alright. See if I can rally all these guys in a circle, and I can hit them with AoEs.
It's all over now!
That didn't quite work the way I was hoping, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. see more fights going on over there. I don't know if it wants me to go over there. Oh, I see some dudes right here. You getting off to? Burn him down. That guy just die? No, he's not dead, but he's chonked out a little bit. There we go. All right, heal that guy. Somebody heal that guy. All right, where are we going? This way? Okay, we'll go this way. It's not too late for the others. We must hurry.
For the glory of the flames!
For the glory of the flames, you say? Who am I to say no, you know what I mean? Take on these guys first, and then like pick through them here. Me and my targeting. Oh, I finished that. Whoops. Ninja's got some cool flourishing attacks. I think, I'll be honest, these are pretty cool. Viper might have cooler attacks though. It's just they're flashier, right? I pushed the wrong button there. Whoops. Alright, what's next? I just go up the hill? I can get behind going up the hill. Is that where we're going? Where are we going? I assume we're going up the hill. I mean, it's... Oh, no, here we go. Alright, let's hit that, and then hit him with some code, some sweet code magic here. I am Jiraiya now. What interesting is, like, what... This does this, and this does this. But, like, what's the... Oh, I see, they're together. You hit him with this, and then you follow up with that. Okay. Hit him with one of these, follow up with one of these. That explains everything. Alright, everybody tank this nerd. Let's all hit him. Hit him hard. Who in the seven hells are you? Awesome. I am man with hat. I tell everyone who I am every time we do one of these episodes. Get wrecked. Oh, there's Lisa over there on the ground.
What took you so long?
Alpha, no, I need your help.
No one's gonna tire? Like...
My lord, the prisoners!
Oh?
See to your men, Pylus.
Oh, it's got the music and everything. Let's go.
As you command, my lord.
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Why, yes. Yes, I will. I want to help? I don't know, man. I would laugh if he just, like, chunked them out of the ground immediately. I would make me laugh so hard. Like, oh yeah. Because Zenos is busted OP, dude. Everything that happens in this story with Zenos, like, let's see how he, like, slowly approaches, and, like, he just does not care. Hit him with everything. Just stack everything. Hit him with all the stuff.
Be gone!
Holy, see, look at that. Just knock me on the ground. Oh no.
Give me something to remember.
I don't know how much time I have, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay. Throw the stuff at him.
Yeah.
I figure if we just keep him out of the side there, I think we're in good shape. Oh no. See, look at how I'm like doing like no damage, right? He already not. I remember how I said it would be funny if he chonked him down. I was paying attention to what I was doing so hard. Better, but lacking nonetheless. Just the trash talk, dude. Dude. Zenos so strong. Like, he's got play stacking plot armor so hard, but it's still funny. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Hang on. This, that. Oh, kinda. I hit him with I did the Huton, but I don't think I hit him. And I'm down for the count. Just, as I'm saying, dude. I barely did any damage to him. He's so strong. But you know what? This is just like round one, alright? Like, we'll get more. Oh, dude, just getting absolutely trounced right now. Come on, man. I fought like giant things. Oh! Oh, broke your sword! That's right. You couldn't break across my wonderful hat, broke your sword.
Pathetic.
Pathetic? Your sword's broken. I don't know why you say something like that. Just trying to hurt my feelings. Alright.
7 hells.
Yeah, we got thwomped a little bit. But like, what an introduction, dude. No, stay your hand. Don't do it. I beat you up, and then he beat me up. All right. Think better of it. Help everyone else. I have to get healed.
General.
Wow.
Nay, there has been enough death this day. See to the wounded. Aye, sir.
What an absolute unit, though. Zenos, what an introduction, dude. He comes in, you fight him, he knocks down your teammates almost immediately. Right? Knocks them all down almost immediately. And then you get into a fight with him, you barely can do any damage to him, and then he, like, single-handedly, like, knocks you down. And I wouldn't say he nearly kills you or anything, I wouldn't say it's that bad, but he definitely beats you. Right? And what a way to set up a villain, right? I think my pride might have taken it off. Yeah, a little bit. You know, I'll say it. I've been humbled a little bit. We'll say it.
'Tis no ordinary foe could best the likes of you.
That's what I'm saying, dude. What a way to set it up. To make you lose intentionally. To set it up so that... Because, like, you don't usually do that. You just fight an enemy, and then you win or something happens. But this time it's like, no. Everyone loses. You all lose. I lose. I don't ever lose. I lose, right? And it's like, oh, but then you're like, nah, man. But the thing is, it fires you up, right? Because then you're like, I'll get you next time. Like, you know, like, I'm gonna get you back for this one. You're gonna see, you know. No one expects this man with hat. I'll have my day. You'll see. I know how this story ends. Be as cliche as possible.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on!
Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Well, that was pretty obvious at this point, but, you know, what do I know?
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
I don't look like she's really going anywhere. But, you know, hey, if you want to be mad about it, that's fine, be mad. It's not like she's convulsing on the floor. She bloodied a little bit, though, for sure.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise?
Of course.
I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
But yeah, I could go on for another like 10 minutes about this setup. It's so good. Because it really sets Zenos up. Like, I can see why they brought him back later on, right? It's because it's so good, right? He's like the ultimate nemesis. He's like your Garleans, whatever you want to say, right? You did well, Tiberius. You saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. And yet, everyone's just kind of standing around. See to the wounded, Tiberius. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Okay. So, let's see how this one does. So, we have another quest where we're like just kind of wandering around. I forgot all about this. You go in here, there's like arrows and swords and stuff everywhere, right? Oh, Mefrid. Mefrid lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. Oh, that sucks. With everything going on, I forgot about Mefrid, but like... But yeah. Ordola did him dirty, for sure. Somber music is a good touch, I like that. Really brings the atmosphere together. Alright. Is he up? He is up, okay. Nago, Mefrid, where are you? Got some bad news, dude. Sorry. This is... He's dead, isn't he? Mefrid was a warrior. If I said warrior. Mefrid was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh over 20 malms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men into Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. But that's exactly the kind of man who should be a leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive, not an old fool who's all used up. Oh, he's second-guessing himself now. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands and who falls in the heat of battle? They can do our best as he did. Mefrid will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Man, I still feel bad about Mefrid. He impacted me. He didn't impact me when I played this before. I didn't even remember him, really. It's like, yeah, don't you remember I met you earlier? And I was like, oh. I don't know why that death in particular compared to, like, Papalimo or anybody else who died. Like Hoshafont, okay, Hoshafont dying is still definitely the top one, but Mefrid dying was like, oh, man. It's like actually hurt a little bit, you know? Our defeat was so no near thing. It was total, a humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alphino said, it is those who survived whom we must now thank. Valgus Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castromorians will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good. I will oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Okay, this is somewhat unnecessary, but that's fine. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. I want stuff. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Alright, let's see. So, we got a thing over here. These are all right here. I don't have to go all over the camp to get them, which is nice. Medical supplies. Is that guy, wait a minute, is that guy got like a... Oh, he does, he has like a little thing around his head. I don't know if he's intended to look like he's wounded, but that's a nice little touch. Okay, go here. They're making an incision here and here. Oh, they're doing triage. My wife will love that. All the little medicine nerdy things. Alright. Sir, Master Tarpin said that you might have something for me. Troll be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Stola and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry. I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Cryle. I'll walk alongside. We'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. I completely forgot they, evacuated this for a while. As you wish. Then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castromorians. So humbled. But I'll have my day, I tell ya. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. But the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this sedate will not be mounting an assault on the Castrum Velodine or anywhere else. We'll need to be honest with ourselves and our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards I'll join you all at Castromorians. Understood. We will go and speak with General Aldine. Come on, Palico. It's a sad time. Alright, where am I going? Oh, just right over there? Okay, sorry. I thought we had to go all the way back over to Castromorians already. But it would seem that we are not, in fact, doing that yet. Hey, look, we just got here and we're already abandoning our post, man. It's rough. Oh, what's this guy doing? He is the Blandward, Raiden Blandward, the Redeemed. He's bald. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Zenos and his men returned straightaway to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In a war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away. But Zenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castromorians. We can discuss our path forward there. Alright. Let's just do a quick dip back to Castromorians. Okay. Just do a quick little magic-y magic here. Alright. See what the next step, the next plan is. Gotta figure this out after we got stomped a little bit. Kryle's with Yustola, and she hasn't still woken up. But Kryle says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen, when the Skull's commander cut down Meffred. A single blow, and that was it. Everything he fought for and all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you know what the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it, it was an Alamegan. Gods help me if I ever... No, not now, not while the General's waiting. Oh, Lise.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us.
Don't be a wuss. I'll take on Zenos from round 2 right now.
We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Meffred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Zenos?
Crania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo?
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Yes.
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Zenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
I will do it. I'll do it right now.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Alright, I need you to calm down. He definitely gave us a little bit of a thwomp on the head, but I would not say I was humiliated. Please do not speak for me. That is not... Lise, no. You stop. You bad. Bad Lise. No.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Zenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
I just need like a hyperbolic time chamber. I could do it. Let me train for a little while. We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. Let's take the fight to Doma. I want to go to Doma.
Interesting. You are suggesting we kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more and force Zenos to fight a war on two fronts?
That was not what I was suggesting. I just wanted to go to Doma. But if you're in that one, I remember World War One, and so yeah, definitely let's do that.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Stop being a wuss with your cornrows on the side and deal with it.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Zenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there, and make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
I do wonder, though, I can't remember how I get strong enough to actually fight Zenos, since they're like already established that I am not strong enough to fight him. Unless they're
Very
just
well.
implying that leveling up is all you need.
For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain that the same cannot be said of the Doma Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we must go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we can be accomplished, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes who would be free from the Imperial oppression, whom we will free. Alright, so it sounds like the plan is to go to Doma, which I think means it's a great time to jump off. Lise is gotta go stand in the corner for saying in front of an entire group of people that I was humiliated. She's grounded. I am man with hat warrior of light grounding her right now. In fact, you know what? There you go. She gets a little slap, a little open-hand slap like I'm Sean Connery. With that, we'll come back and we'll set off for Doma. So, till next time.